frustrating, is it, Roy, that you've been able to play Gerrard, Cole, Carragher, Johnson, like that, yet you're going to lose them for an international friendly just before the season starts?
It's frustrating. It's frustrating not just for me, but for, I would think, 90% of my colleagues, because in the Premiership today there are very few teams that don't have an awful lot of international players on their books going away. Unfortunately, FIFA have set this date a long time back. We've known for a long time that August the 11th is a FIFA date, and it's a bit unfortunate that we've decided therefore to start the league 3 days after that. It would have been nice, in my opinion, if that could have been pushed back and we'd have had the same sort of time that the teams in Italy and Spain and Germany have to prepare, because their leagues don't start till after ours.
What do you think the responsibility that you're giving to Joe Cole will bring out of him?
Well, I think Joe's desperate to play. He came here because he thought he might get the opportunity to start more games than he's had the opportunity to start at Chelsea. And he is a very enthusiastic, effervescent footballer, really, who the more he plays, the happier he is. He's the type of player who wants to play every minute of every game. Whether that's going to be possible is another matter, but it's a good quality to have, I think. And certainly his energy and his enthusiasm tonight meant he had a really good home debut. And
away from the game, Roy, has there been any further indication as to whether a takeover could happen before the transfer window closes?
I don't deal with that. That's dealt with by Christian Purslow and Martin Broughton. I'm sure that when they've got something interesting to tell me, I'll be the first to know, but I don't question them.
Take it that the speculation doesn't disrupt your preparations?
No, I've been concentrating on the game. The interesting thing for me today was the game, how we were going to play, what sort of performances the players were going to give. That's been my total focus, and when and if a takeover takes place, I'm certain I'll be informed.
Concerned at all, given the hiatus in the status of the club's ownership, that you might not have the latitude in the transfer window to make the additions you might have thought you could?
Well, we've made some signings so far. I mean, Jovanovic was actually signed before I came, but we've brought in Danny Wilson, we've brought in Joe Cole. We hope to bring in at least a couple of other players. So I think that the danger would be in a late takeover that money would be made available, but we wouldn't have had a chance to really research the players during this transfer window. So we're doing our research in this transfer window and targeting players in this transfer window that the club is capable and able to buy. And if one day an enormous amount of money is made available, as it was for Manchester City once upon a time and Chelsea once upon a time, so be it. That will be nice, but then we'll still have to do a lot of research and a lot of background work before we start splashing that money around, because it's not a question of how much a player costs, it's how good he is.